Hi, and welcome to Just Another View. This episode today is about what happened in Chicago within the 4 weeks after George Floyd's death. This was at the height of the whole BLM explosion. All on the streets, protesting. In the UK and all around the world. All in the media. All in politics. What else was happening that we did not hear about? The only thing we heard about was George Floyd. This is a very sad video, actually. But what I'm going to do, so I'm just going to share some facts and reports from the local media in Chicago over the 4 weeks. And then I will have my say at the end. Okay, so George Floyd died on a Monday, the 25th of May. 4 days after, on the 29th of May, that weekend, in Chicago, there were 21 different areas of reported violence. And the headline reads, 18 murders in 24 hours. Inside the most violent day in 60 years in Chicago. So it says, while Chicago was roiled by another day of protest and looting in the wake of George Floyd's murder, 18 people were killed Sunday, May 31st, making it the most violent day in Chicago in 6 decades. This was 6 days after George Floyd's death. And the headline continues, from 7 p.m. on the Friday the 29th of May through till 5 a.m. on a Monday the 1st of June, 25 people were killed. 25 people, with another 85 wounded by gunfire. And now I'm just going to go through some of the victims, some of their names. So we have Lazara Daniels. She was 18, a student. She was found fatally shot in the street on the 31st of May. And then we have another student, Kishane Bolden, also 18. She was shot and killed during an argument in her neighborhood. And then we have two brothers, Darius, 31, and Maurice, 39, Jelks. They were driving. They were at a stoplight on the way to visit their mother when they were killed. This was at the height of Black Lives Matter. And then we have Angelo Bronson. He's a father of 2. He was standing in the street and he was shot from a passing vehicle. And he died. 2 kids. And then we have yet another victim, John Tiggs. He was 32. He was a father of 3. He was shot whilst in a Chicago metro. And finally we have Maigwan. He was 22. He was shot outside a restaurant at a mall being looted. 22, bang, dead. This was all in the same day. This was 6 days after George Floyd's death. During the protests. And nothing, anywhere. Black Lives Matter. There was no protest, nothing about all of these. 18 deaths in one day. Just like that. Unarmed, bang, just like that, dead. And nothing. Believe it or not, 2 weeks later there's another headline on the 15th of June. 2 dead, 31 wounded in Chicago weekend shooting. At least 16 other people were injured by gunfire between 5 p.m. on a Friday and 5 a.m. on a Monday. And then it says last weekend, i.e. the weekend before, on the 7th, 35 people were shot across the city and 5 dead. So it's been every week. This is messed up. In 3 weeks, all these shootings, all these deaths, all black lives. But no mention, no protest, no nothing, no names. Why is that? Why? Sadly, I'm not finished yet. 1 week later, Father's Day weekend, Another headline: more than 100 people shot, including a 3-year-old boy, in violent Chicago Father's Day weekend. A 3-year-old boy who was riding in his father's car at the time. His name was Micaiah James. Micaiah James. And there was also a teenage girl, Amaria Jones, also killed. Father's Day weekend. Dead. Again, Black lives. Again, nothing. Nothing in the media. Wow. Again, sadly, I'm not finished yet. There was 79 people shot and 15 fatal over the 4th of July weekend in Chicago. And among the victims, there was 2 children, a 7-year-old girl and a 14-year-old boy. The report says 15 people were killed and 64 others wounded in shootings across Chicago over the 4th of July weekend. 11 of the weekend's victims were minors. 11 minors. And 2 of the children died from injuries. Again, all Black lives. Again, nothing in the media. Nothing from BLM. Nothing about these lives. Nothing. And the 7-year-old girl, her name was Natalia Wallace. She was shot in the head in front of her grandmother's house and died. Nothing. And just to end this, on that same 4th of July, across America, 6 other children died from gunshots. And again, nothing. I'm going to say their names. Some of their names. Davon McNeil, he was 11, from DC. Sikoria Turner, she was 8, from Atlanta. And Reuter Giles Jr., 8, from Alabama. All innocent victims. Nothing. 6 children. Any of these victims could have been your child. Okay, so just to summarize all this. So in the 4 weeks after George Floyd's death, from the 29th of May to the 4th of July, just over 350 people got shot. 300 of them were wounded. 56 of them died. And 8 of those deaths were kids. All of these Black lives. Nothing about these names. All you hear is George Floyd. Nothing about these names. Why? I guess Black lives don't matter when it's by another Black person. Wow.